This next section reviews what an objective summary is. Objective means not influenced by feelings or interpretation, meaning that it is without any sort of personal opinions, bias, or perspective. A summary is a short statement that gives the main points or ideas. The most important part of this definition worthy of mentioning is that a summary is short and only involves the main points. When you put these two definitions together, here is what you get. A short statement or paragraph that tells you what something is about, but does not include irrelevant information or unimportant, or your opinions. This is important to remember. Pause the video to highlight these key points now before moving forward with the lesson. Here's a slide reviewing the rules of an objective summary. It's one paragraph using complete sentences. It focuses on central ideas from the text. It organizes the information clearly. It restates the information in your own words. Do not copy from the text. You are not citing textual evidence like you have practiced in other situations. And finally, do not include any opinions or personal thoughts. A rule to think about: an objective summary should not be written in the first person point of view or voice. Let's use the previous slide to determine what an objective summary is and what it is not. Move the characteristics in the correct category. Pause the video to complete this slide now. Let's start with what an objective summary is. It's an account of the main points of a document, essay, or book. It removes needless details and gives a more concise or focused explanation. And it restates using your own words about the text. What an objective summary is not: it does not include your opinion. It does not include text evidence with quotation marks. And it does not question the source or the author. Pause the video to make any necessary corrections now. Now that we know the rules, let's see if we can identify which one of these summaries is objective and which one is not. The one that is not an objective summary breaks the rules mentioned in the previous slide. Once you've determined which summary is objective, move the arrow to point to that text. Pause the video, read the examples, and move the arrow now. The top example is considered an objective summary. It follows the rules by being brief, hitting the main points of the article mentioned, but also leaving any sort of review or opinions about the article out of the summary. It also does not include text evidence or direct quotes from the text. The second example breaks a few rules. We will take a closer look at those on the following slide. Pause the video and correct your arrow placement if needed. We are going to take a closer look at the not so objective summary. Highlight the rules below that were broken in the paragraph. Then, highlight the evidence that reveals that these rules were broken in the text. Pause the video to complete this slide. Taking a closer look at what not to do when writing an objective summary includes the part of the text that is highlighted in red. This example of what not to do shows us where the author directly quoted the text, which is a rule broken when writing a summary. Another rule broken was when the author of this brief passage included their opinion, which broke the last rule mentioned in the list. This is clearly not an objective summary, and we need to avoid making these same mistakes when we write our own. Pause this video to make any necessary corrections. This is the end of part 2. Click on the link for part 3 now.